Hi everyone, Arjun page today, and I want to use a brayer in my background. I've got several colors here, and these are from the cheap store. I've got some pearlescent or metallic paints here, and one this neon green. I don't know if I will use it, but I've picked it up just maybe. We'll see. I'm just going to play with the colors I've got here. This is a silicone baking mat, and I find that it's helpful for me to use when I want to use a brayer. Before I had my jelly plate, that's what I would have used as the surface to do monoprinting. So I'm just going to put some color on my page. This is quite random, and it will take some time to get a complete coverage, but still that's the part of the process, just playing with the colors until you reach something that you really like. Now my brayer is squeaking, and I don't know, it's kind of bothering me, so I think I'll switch to another one. Let's see. Yeah. Whew, that's better. The squeaking was really bothering me. Okay, so next color, don't really care. And these are not great acrylics. As I said, they are from the cheap store. They are quite runny, but for building this kind of background, they are quite good. So who cares? It's a little bit difficult here where I have the binding of this sketchbook, but I manage. So I'm just, as I said, spreading it randomly and going in all directions. I think it's more interesting this way. You do what you like. I think it's time to change color. Okay, finished with this one. Let's change the color. This is even more runny than the other two. But as long as it's going well on the page, I really don't care. I'm trying to spread everything around so I don't have one color in one place. I'm keeping the pearlescent colors for the top to give some highlight. So this is just the base. And I want another color. I've got this light mint color I really love. So I'm going to add this to the mix. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm spreading it around because I don't want blobs of paint on my brayer. So I've got a blob of paint here, but I will just take from it and spread it, so it will work nicely on my page. Trying to get in here where I have the spiral binding. Yeah. So it seems I've got a lot of this mint color here, and I need a variation. I'm going to add a little bit here from the neon green. I want a little bit of light to my page, so I'm spreading it very carefully. It's really just working the layers until you are satisfied with what you get. Like now I really like how the neon is working. I'm thinking even of bringing in more of the pink later, but really carefully. The neon pink I'm taking from the mint again, the light mint color. I have too much white from the page to my liking, so I'm just trying to go over the places that are just too white for my taste. Well, maybe instead of bringing the pink, I'll just move on to the pearlescent pink. And again, I'm going to do it very gently. I don't want complete coverage. Spreading it. Don't care if it mixes with what's left from the mint color. Yeah. Now, you probably can't see it, the shimmery of this paint, but it is there. So again, just working the layers until I'm satisfied. Let's switch. I'm bringing a little bit of this pearlescent purple, which doesn't want to get out. Okay, here we go. Again, spreading it and adding, and it's a little bit too much on my page, but I will try and push it back. Or maybe I'll just leave it as is. We'll see. It does give me nice coverage in several areas. The thicker the paint, you have more coverage. Okay, I think I like it. I will just add a little bit of this pearlescent blue to the mix and call this Brayered background finished. Again, going for areas that are whiter, trying to cover it, not completely, but just a hint. I'll try to move the page and maybe you can see the shimmer of the pearlescent colors. Yeah, okay. So let's see, maybe you can see it shimmer. I hope so. So that's my beginning of background, which need to be dried before I do anything. Let's take some paper and whoops, yeah. So finished with this. I'm going to let this dry and I'll come back. I'm back. So next layer of building my background, I want to do some stamping. I've got this stamp set. This is from Stamperia, and I want to try again. I've got these two ink pads also from Stamperia, and I want to print it all over the page, but I wanted to blend into the background. I'm not looking for something that will be too prominent on my page. I just want like a ghost of a print in the background, and I hope I can achieve it, and it does work. I will bring it closer to the camera in a minute, just so you will see what I'm talking about. And again, I'm printing this quite randomly. I like that it's with the same colors I've got in the back, so it's just a hint of a print. Here we go. And now I want to switch to this color. Yeah, it's all part of the background. It doesn't need to be noticeable. So it won't take the interest from what is going to be on top. So this turquoise is less noticeable than the purple I've used, but it's fine. So I'm going to just stamp a little bit more with this ink pad. It works better on the page than than the turquoise. And yeah, this is it. I really like it. That's what I was aiming for, so that's great. And let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see what I was meaning. There is the stamping, but it just goes with the background. Okay, so now I want some text in the background, and I have this handwritten text, and now I'm going with Tuxedo Black Memento, and this is going to be quite random again. Just building up a background, an interesting background. And it doesn't have to be the leaf stamp, it doesn't have to be this kind of stamp. You just build your background with whatever you have. Okay, finished with this, and I think this is quite enough for now. No, I want something more, and I'm going to take this stamp. Let's see, don't know why, but I want it in the background. So again, and I'm not even pushing it strongly into the page. Just adding interest. Yeah, So that's my background, and now I am going to give it a quick blast of heat, so I won't have some smears from the ink, and I'll be back. I'm back. Now this page I had an idea what I wanted to do, so it's easier when something is planned and I know what I want on my page, so I already want how I want to frame this page, and I'm going to do it first before what's going on here, so I can place my elements in in my page. If I hope I'm making myself clear, that you are I am explaining what I'm trying to do. So I'm putting this piece of paper here, or cardstock, whatever, and I have had it bodied acrylic black paint here, and I'm going to take this bristle brush and take just a little bit, and I'm brushing it like this. That's how I want to build the frame for this page. I want this black, but I don't want a complete coverage, and it won't work with a runny acrylic paint. It needs to be quite a heavy bodied acrylic to make a go of it. I guess that you can try with a runny one but you will have to work very carefully and very slowly. Okay, so I'll just continue, and I will just move the piece here and continue doing the same thing. I'm just eyeballing it, I'm not measuring. And it's better to take less on the paintbrush and just add more if there isn't enough, than taking too much and then you can't remove it. So here goes. I'll just flip it over so it will be easier. Let's see if I can do it like this. Yeah, now it will be easier for me. So again, I'm just eyeballing it, placing it in place, and doing the same thing on this side. I also thought that by putting this frame and what I'm planning to do next, maybe it will go outside the border of the frame, and maybe it will be more interesting. I'm thinking about some branches with leaves, and we'll see. Just moving it a little bit so I can do the corner. And again, I hope I'm in frame. It's quite a large page. Let's see. I think I need to move it just a little bit more. So something from more all this paint, the page here got a little bit of curl, and it prevented me to make a straight line, so I just moved it a little bit back to make it. So here we go. That's the frame of the page, and moving on. So my focal image is this silhouette of a black cat that I want here. You can print almost any silhouette you want from the internet. Just type free printables silhouette or whatever, free printables, and you can find so many things. So I'm just going to glue this down here and start working on the rest of my page. This is just a piece of a black cardstock. Right now I'm leaving it as is. I'm thinking that maybe later I will add something to this cat and maybe it won't be completely black. Right now I'm not sure. I had some idea what I want to do with the page, but not completely. So I'm going to let this dry. I don't want to smear any black paint on anything else, and I'll be back. I'm back. So I just want to draw some very loose branches with leaves, and to those of you that always telling me they don't know how to draw, the only tips I have about it is, first, there are lots of stencils or even templates, and again free printables that you can just print and work on your page. But if you want to try and draw some of what I'm doing, just practice the letter S, as in like this, and do whatever kind of leaves you want. Again, you can try, and there are all kinds of rulers with templates that you can try and use, and like something like that, or there are all kinds of stuff like this for children. So just use whatever you can get your hands on to make it work. So again, just doing something very loosely. Like so. And I'm even going to go over and make it even more loose and scribbly, doodly, whatever. The more lines, the more loose, the better. That's what I want for this page. I can even take a stencil and use it as a guideline if I wanted to, and still make it look very freehand and loose. Whatever works for you is great. So here it is. This is a one, and let's see, I want just another one coming here. So I'm making an effort to make it look unsymmetric, unplanned, not accurate, very freehand. So this is black on black, but I'm gonna try and do something so it will show. I want it to go a little bit over my black cat, and my permanent marker is giving me trouble as usual. And let's see, maybe yeah, something like that. good enough for me, I think. Maybe something here, I'm not sure yet, leaving it as is. Now I want to color inside the leaves. I've got magenta here and this, I don't know, aubergine, purple, and let's see. Again, it's going to be very loosely. I'm even thought of just coloring with felt pens or markers, but we'll see. I'll start with this. If it will work, fine. If not, I'll just switch to something else. No, I want some finer brush. Let's see, maybe this one. Okay, so something like that, and while it's still wet, I'm taking from the other color and helping them mix. I think I need a stronger purple here with the magenta, so let's see. Oops. Yeah, something like that. Not worried about complete coverage. This needs to be very, very loose. Yeah. Let's see how it works here where I want it to go. Maybe I needed to put gesso first, but it works quite well. Maybe I'll do also a white contour around all the leaves just to make them more pop. So I've got quite a work for me to go all over the leaves. I'll be back. I'm back and I don't have enough time on my recording. I have white Posca pen here that now I'm planning to just go around everything, and again very loosely. I think it will just add to the whole mix, and I'm not sure if I'm doing the stems or yeah, also it needs to all be tied together. So I'm going to go over everything and come back. So there'll be enough time. I'll be back. I'm back. So I went all over with the white Posca pen and also around my cat, and I really want to do some doodling on him, and it's going to take me quite some time, so it's going to be off camera. I'm just don't know. I'm going to use either the Posca pen or gel pen, whatever will work. It doesn't always work. And I just glued here Escape the Ordinary. So I'm going, as I said, to just start doodling on my cat, and I'll be back. I'm back and I'm finished. I really love now my cat, my doodled cat, and that's my page. I hope you can see all the details, and I was having so much fun making this page. I hope you will attempt something like that and have fun as well. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.